Right, welcome back to Amped with me, Johnny Doom, and I'm joined in the studio by Chasing Ghosts. How you doing, guys?
Good, thanks. Hi there.
Are you excited about my new desk?
Brilliant.
It's amazing, yeah.
And you're the first band on the new series as well. You know, this channel, made in Birmingham now. Anyway, good to speak to you. Where have you actually come from? I didn't clock it. Where are you guys from?
Well, I'm from just above London,
Yeah.
Luton.
Yeah.
These guys are from Milton Keynes.
I'm originally from London, but I'm in Milton Keynes at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm recently from London, but I'm in Northampton at the moment.
I'm Niels. I'm in London, but I'm from Brazil.
Yeah. Interesting. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I've played you on my show, and Chasing Ghosts, it's kind of big, rocky, anthemic stuff. Reminded me a little bit of Alice in Chains, actually, the track I played. But yeah, tell us about it. When did you form? When did you guys get together?
So for me, I'd been in bands for a long time, and then I had 5 years out.
Yeah.
And during that time, I wrote these 3 tracks and went into the studio, recorded them, and when we posted them online, it took off, and we got radio play, and then realised I needed a band.
Yeah.
So started advertising, and the auditioning process is really hard these days.
Yeah.
There's lots of people say they can play guitar and they clearly can't, you know. But thankfully, I was joined by Gary on drums after, I think it was about 3 months.
Yeah, back in 2015.
Then Nelson was the next person to join us, and I was looking for a British singer. I didn't really want an American singer.
Yeah.
And surprisingly enough, Nelson turned up and blew the rest away. And a Brazilian, Brazilian singer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
And then most recently been joined by Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
So in a way, you were kind of like a songwriter who's just, actually penning songs yourself, and then just kind of got together with these guys, and now it's a unit. How long have you been like a unit now?
So around about a year now.
Yeah.
And what kind of influences? I mean, was it things like Alice in Chains, or kind of the bigger rock anthem?
Yeah, it was big bands like that, big sounding bands like that. Alice in Chains, definitely. Metallica, Therapy, Paradise Lost, Anathema, just big.
Oh yeah, I like a bit of Paradise Lost.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Yeah. Big influence of mine. Yeah.
And recordings-wise as well, how's things gone there? I think you've got an EP, haven't you? Or
We have,
Called Fearless.
yeah.
3 songs we done back in January, February this year
yeah,
in London. That was a good experience.
yeah. Studios can be pretty hard work.
Yeah.
I mean, where did you go? To someone you knew? Or?
So we went to our original demo was done at Chapel Studios, which again was done by. There's been many bands that have recorded there, like Paradise Lost and Therapy and Anathema. So that's why I got it there.
Yeah.
But the most recent EP, Fearless, was at Lynch Mob Studios, and we heard good things about it, and our management company suggested it, and we went in there, and it was.
What you hear is what came out. Yeah.
No, I'm just going on my own experiences, which have been both good and bad. Doing guitar takes isn't my favourite thing in the world. Get very nervous, and yeah. So people out there can get hold of your EP.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're on all the social networks and all that stuff. How's things gone in the live arena? How have you been doing out there?
For the last 6 months, it's been manic.
Right.
Gigs.
Good to hear.
We recently done an O2 gig in Liverpool.
Yeah.
That was a good experience.
Was it supporting anyone we know?
No, we was headlining.
Just your own show.
And we got some really good support from the local bands there, and we hadn't ventured into Liverpool before, so it's a really good scene, and we've been doing more and more gigs up north, actually, like Leeds and Wigan Festival, and
Seems to.
Yeah, it's always good, and I say it every time on this show. It's always good to get out your comfort zone, get into some different areas, not always big cities as well. You know, some of the smaller places have got really good live scenes, you know, but you don't think of going there necessarily. But it is good to get out of your own area, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, plans for an album, maybe a full length. What are you thinking?
We definitely have plans to go back into the studio around Christmas time, and we'd like to. At very least, we'll come out with another 3-track demo, but it would be nice to do a full album. It'd be nice to be locked away for a month or so, you know, and be able to focus on getting the right sound.
I think we can be a bit kind of picky with the sounds and stuff. So doing 3 or 4 tracks, and really hone in on the idea of doing an album would probably take.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, you know, some people aren't making albums anymore.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of bands are just dropping single tracks, and then other ones are just putting things online and saying take your pick. Really, I still like an album format though. You know, a kind of start, you know, middle point and end kind of thing. What else was we were talking about earlier as well? The rock scene. Is the rock scene healthy? I suppose it's mixed, really, isn't it? I mean, there's still lots of core rock fans out there. There's still lots of big festivals, and you could probably go to a rock gig every night if you wanted to. But it's also up against, I suppose, mainstream music, isn't it?
It's also very hard if you're unsigned as well. Trying to get these good gigs.
Get any kind of backing and help really as well. You've worked with Emma Scott, haven't you?
Yeah, she's been a great support of ours, and you know, she helped us get on many radio stations, including Kerrang. And it's all about, I think, momentum as well, you know, and finding your supporters and just keep going with the gigs and pushing your music and keep writing as well, you know. You're only as good as your last EP, basically. So you have to keep writing good music and keeping up to that right level, you know.
Well, we're going to watch a video and tell us about this. What track is it first?
This is Fallen from Grace, which is
Fallen from Grace. That's the one I was playing as well. So it's got an epic track.
Yes.
How did you get the video together? Because I haven't seen it yet. I mean, tell us about it. Was it something you worked with someone you knew or something like that?
So we had the idea within the lyrics of the song. It tells quite a detailed story anyway, and we wanted to stay true to the song. And we contacted a number of producers and directors, and we settled on someone within Manchester scene, and used a really cool location, Wootton Hall in Liverpool, which is like a old abandoned sort of mansion.
Very creepy.
So that set the scene quite nice. And we only had two actors. One that played the male character of a fallen angel, and the female version, which was playing Temptation, and that was actually played by a contortionist called Pixie Lynott, who's from Game of Thrones.
Interesting. We'll watch it anyway. We'll watch it. But yeah, just thanks guys for coming in. It's been a pleasure. And just keep doing what you're doing. Keep in touch when you've got some new music.
Indeed.
And here it is, Chasing Ghosts with Fallen from Grace on AMP.
Enjoy.
We all bleed, the sun is